All right, let's do this again. This would be 4.6b, and we're graphing inequalities. Notice I have an inequality there, and I have a graph off to the side. Well, it reads y is less than or equal to 2x minus 3. So what needs to come to mind is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and the b is your y-intercept. Well, in this problem here, your slope would be the 2, and your y-intercept would be not 3, but negative 3. So let's graph this line. My y-intercept goes first, negative 3. I'm going to come over to my graph and mark the point on the y-axis, negative 3. Then from there, I need to do my slope. And I'm going to do this little trick. Instead of 2, 2 over 1, which rise over run would be up 2 and right 1. So I come over from this first point and go up 2 and right 1 and mark a second point. And I would draw a line down through them. Okay, that you should be able to do. But here's the tricky part. Here's the next part to this. We need to shade. Remember, you're shading. You're going to shade either to the left of that line or to the right. You just can't pick a side. You mathematically have to determine which side to shade. And we do that by using what I like to call a test point. My favorite test point is 0, 0, because zeros are easiest to work with. 0, 0, I'm going to mark it right here in blue. That's 0, 0. Well, all you do is take 0, 0, x equals 0, y equals 0, and plug it into the problem. So you're going to have 0 is less than or equal to 2 times 0 minus 3. In other words, if I figure that out, 0 is less than, that'd be 0 minus 3. 0 is less than or equal to negative 3. And you ask yourself, is that true or is that false? 0 is less than negative 3. And I would say that is false, or no. That means this side is my no side, and this side would be my yes side. So the test point side becomes my no side. My yes side is the other side. So you would shade, you always shade the yes side. Let's try another one. With this one, if you look up there, the way it's situated, my y-intercept is that negative 2 there at the end, and my slope is negative 2/3, which means I'm going to go down 2 and right 3. So let's plot those 2 points. Negative 2 first, so y-intercept is negative 2. Then from that point down to right 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Be right there. And I would have a line right through there. Now I'm going to switch colors and do my test point thing and determine which side, either looks like down to the left or up and to the right. I got a 50-50 chance. Which side do I shade? Don't just guess. Let's use a test point 0, 0. I want to mark it right here. So is that side, that blue side, my yes side or my no side? Let's plug it in. 0 is greater than or equal to negative 2/3 times 0 minus 2. Or 0 is greater than or equal to 0 minus 2. Keep going here. 0 is greater than or equal to negative 2. Ask yourself, is that a true statement or a false? Yes or no? 0 is greater than negative 2. I would say that's a yes. That means my blue point over here is my yes side. The other side is my no side. And I always shade the yes side. So over here is where you want to shade. Okay, I would recommend hitting the pause button and trying the next one. With this one, my y-intercept is the 3. My slope is the 1/2, so I need to go up 1 and right 2. I said that wrong. So let's go graph it. Y-intercept is 3. Right there. Up 1 over 2. And before you draw your line, watch carefully. Let me back up here. On the very first problem, notice it was underlined. On the second problem, notice it was underlined. But on this third one, it's not underlined. So here's the difference. When I draw my line, I need a dashed line. It's kind of like when we did the previous worksheet, the open circle, closed circle part. It's not underlined, so I need a dashed line. We do everything else the same. My test point would be 0, 0. Let me mark that at the origin right there, 0, 0. And let's determine if that's my yes side or my no side. So 0 is less than 1/2 times 0 plus 3. 0 is less than, that'd be 1/2 times 0 is 0 plus 3, or 0 is less than 3. So you ask yourself, is 0 less than 3? That is a yes answer. That means my blue dot here becomes my yes side. This side over here is my no side. And I always shade the yes side. Always shade the yes side. Okay. One more. Try that one on your own, please. Hit the pause button here. See what you can do. With this one, my y-intercept is -6. Y-intercept is 3, but I make that 3 over 1. Up 3 and right 1 is what that means. So y-intercept -6. It's way down here. Mark that point. From there, go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1. Mark that point. Now look carefully. Is it a solid line or going to be a dashed line? And this one is a dashed line. Because the symbol's not underlined. Then I do everything else the same, of course. 0, 0, I'll mark it over here. 0, 0 is the origin. Let's plug this in. 0 is greater than 3 times 0 minus 6. Or 0 is greater than 0 minus 6, which means 0 is greater than -6. So ask yourself, is that a yes or a no? Is 0 greater than -6? And that answer is yes. Which means my test point side is my yes side. The other side is the no side. And I always shade the yes side. So this is the side over here that you want to shade. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck on those.